Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 5 o'clock. It is Saturday. You'll notice my voice is a little bit rough. It's still recovering from yesterday. It's been one hell of a week. In the final week, I will not be attending any more classes. I will not be going to campus to go to a class. That was my last week. Actually, I do. Okay. I will be going to campus at one point to turn something in, but it won't be for a class. My college experience is nearing an end, and man, I'm tired. But thankfully, I have art, I have streaming, I have specifically this time, to warm up. So let's get started. Yeah, this week is probably the most mentally, physically, everything demanding week of my life. 2 all-nighters, very little sleep in between those. I could complain, or go on, I guess. But I won't, because it's not really worth it. I am tired, though. That is a fact. I talked about last stream about, the effects that burnout has on me, and how it's very important to be very careful and safe and mindful when I get into periods of this, like this. Because it can be very tempting to engage with my favorite hobbies and things, to look for happiness in doing them. But maybe I don't do my hobbies just because they make me happy. Actually, well, no, okay. I do them because they fulfill me. Happy and fulfillment may be a little bit different. But let me make sure the mic's go through. Okay. My mic was disconnected earlier, so. When I'm burned out, I only do it to feel good, not to do it for the sake of it, right? Whether that's video games, going to the gym, art. And that's problematic because sometimes things like any of those won't necessarily make you immediately happy. Or happy at all for that day, right? It's not a guarantee. And you may not be in the state to actually harbor the virtues, the etc., I guess. I'm just running out of words. To engage with those hobbies and things that you love properly, so you just kind of rush through it. So like picking up drawing, you may rush through it. Watching YouTube, you may constantly flip and scroll through videos for the dopamine rush of refreshing the feed and seeing new videos, right? This is how I get during burnout, or at least how I have in the previous years. I've been a lot better about recognizing when this is happening. One of the most effective tools for once I've recognized I'm behaving this way, which is pretty difficult in and of itself, is to remember how unsatisfying the moments I have engaged in those activities. So when I've drawn and that hasn't and I rushed because I was burned out and then I wasn't satisfied. I was like, okay, well, this is what happens when I engage with something and I'm not using a healthy mindset. So it's been a lot of balancing that today, both playing games and drawing, doing chores around the apartment and stuff like that. It's been a good day altogether. I'm just playing it very safe in terms of what I'm doing, I guess. I did a drawing today, not satisfied at all with the outcome, but I'm very glad I pursued it. It was not a structured, cognitive, I'm going to construct this, I'm going to do this. It was just kind of me drawing straight into the canvas, referencing from multiple art styles and such, kind of tweaking things as I go. No, it was enjoyable. I just wouldn't say it it isn't pretty, right? But is it pretty doesn't really matter overall. However, to a burned out Kavel, it kind of does. But the highlight of today, and this sounds cliche, was turning on the stream and just kind of chilling out here for a second, because stream is a known evil, mostly. We sit down, we work on something we like. Looking at, the progress that we've made in Krita on this drawing that we've been working on for about a week. I was giving myself crap at first Yo, Roz, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us today. How's it going? But yeah, for the drawing that we've been working on, I was looking at Turan's work, and I'm blending way too much. If I wanted it to look like Turan's, right? Still satisfied with what it looks like, and we're going to continue with it. But, now that I've made this piece, I've better learned how Turan, I never know, does his work. And I think that's a pretty cool realization. Has the goalpost gotten any farther? No. We've just kind of realized how far it actually is. Now, the goal, I should reiterate, the goalpost is not to draw Turan Fiddler's art. It's to draw my own art, but of course, he is a major inspiration for sure. Turned out to be a pretty square box. Oh, not the best line work at the end right there. Still decent today. I'm very tired, and so we're about to see if it holds up. However, when I'm tired, my line work tends to be a little bit better. And I also drew earlier today. So we'll see. I already know though, I remember, I don't like the microns. I have an issue with them as they smear rather easily. You have to wait for them to dry. Like that, I drew a while ago and it just smeared. And that's not good. That's annoying, to say the least. Now having, hovering completely, not putting my hand on the canvas. Would solve that quite a lot, but it does require a lot of focus and effort for that. I'm fond of putting my pinky on the page to help guide myself, but that's not always the best. However, I'm going to try it here. Not the best line work, but I think in terms of accuracy, we're doing quite well. Or not accuracy, but like, I don't know, doing the thing that we want. As in the degrees are adequately shifting, stuff like that. That's nice. I'd call that a successful warm up. Since I would like to get to our main drawing, and I've already done a lot of drawing today, I'd consider this a full warm up, even though we have about a minute and 45 seconds remaining. Man, I said that without even having to look at the clock. So we're gonna do our usual BRB. I know we just started the stream, but we do this to get rid of ads for an hour, so no one else deal with those. And actually, we have 49 minutes left on pre-roll. We'll do a 1 minute ad. Yeah, I think it'll work. We'll do a 1 minute ad. I'll meet you guys back, and we'll get on Krita. So be right back. Cool. We're back. Let's head over here. Oh, forgot my numpad still does that. Ugh, that's so annoying. Let's get started. We'll probably go overtime today. I don't really have anything to do for the rest of today. I have some stuff at night, but yeah. So, yeah, where do we begin? Oh, I just realized we've kind of given him like a, oh wait, wrong one. Like why is it all so blurry now? I guess it just didn't raster it to save on compute. Oh wait, no. I was messing with the I hate critter later. Yeah, there's like little brains in there. So I'm really scared of the eyes. I feel like that is probably the hardest thing for me that I know of remaining. We could also mess with some of the values here. Let's tweak with this a little bit. We were working on this last stream. I would like a division between the teeth and such, but if we can't do that, yo, what's up, QR? How's it going? It's just so dark. So maybe if we do like just a little bit of a... It's not technically accurate because if this is all mired in shadow, then it wouldn't matter that this is there's a line here and then it suddenly disappears. I'm recovering. we're at the end of college basically, and I last week I was up for two all-nighters, whatever math that ends up. They weren't consecutive, thankfully, but I was up for longer than I think a human should be. Didn't get much good sleep in between that. I'm alive. I wouldn't totally say I'm well. My predictions of me being burnout and stuff were true. Hope you can get some sleep. Me too. Or get caught up. Yeah, me too. We're slowly getting there. My voice is still destroyed. I was basically doing presentations for like 6 hours straight. Lots of talking, lots of standing, all that stuff. So it's going to be a more low energy stream. And this is the first time you've seen us shading, I think. Maybe some during the promptathon, but... Okay, let's see. We're going to try this again. It didn't really work too well last stream. It was a bit too dark. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. Tech stuff or just in general? I think in general, I mean, definitely tech stuff for sure. A factor of it is, I mean, yeah, like whenever I get burnt out, it's not for one thing specifically. Typically, it's like, just, life loses its flavor. That's the best way to describe it. We can kind of lighten it by doing that. I still don't like how high it is. But yeah, so like I was talking earlier this stream, I have to be very careful with how I engage with things like art and such, right? Like I'm being very mindful as to take everything, one thing at a time. The sunlight is glaring in my eye, and like I can't see the subtle difference in the grays. You have to, like YouTube, I shouldn't be spamming it, right? I shouldn't just be refreshing the main page. I'm trying to stay away completely from Pinterest, so I'm not like judging or being too harsh on myself for my own art. Things like that. I think we're not going to go with that. Hi, Bear. How's it going? Oh man, that really like moved. What if we did it this way then? How's your day going, Bear? And yeah, how did your day go as well, QR? I hope it is better than when we last talked. You weren't being worked to the bone. I wanted to add some occlusion shadow at the bottom of the nose right here. Like this. Getting used to the new sensitivity is something for sure. Rest instead of you drawing, but you can draw. Don't worry. Drawing is very restful for me. Or I mean, like this kind of like this is pretty low brain power. Maybe it will be high brain power in a bit, but it's nothing too crazy. Today was nice and quiet. Slept until 1 p.m. There we go, and went out for some mahjong. huge. I saw that in the Discord. The sun is still blaring in my eyes. I love the sunlight, but we're now at the part of the year where the sun reflects perfectly off of my neighbor's walls that are white and into my eyes. So I need to be careful. I think my eye, there's like a glare or something in my eye. But don't worry, I am rested like I had a full night of sleep. Oh wait, why is that on? I just realized that. Wow. Or a loss. No. Okay, maybe it's like it's now just hella cozy in my room. Is it my lamp that's causing this? It is like are the grays so subtle that the lamp behind me. Oh my gosh, I think it was. Okay, now my room's completely dark. But I think that's cool. I may fall asleep on stream, guys. My bad. But we're here. Yeah. So I'm not just burned out in tech stuff. It's just kind of everything. I hope to be back in action someday. But for right now, we're just going to take it easy. It's kind of like being sick physically. You kind of just got to wait it out and let your body sort everything. Yo, what's up, TS Block? Good to see you. However, and I don't mean this in like a woe is me way though. I've been through it enough to, I'm rather familiar with some healthy coping mechanisms for it all, like bath salts. There's no drawing time for me today. Today I'm going to sculpt with modeling foam. That sounds exciting. How's your day going, TS Block? Are you is this the project you were working on, if I remember correctly? Roz. It's going. I can resonate with that. Well, I hope you can find some time to chill out today. Hopefully on stream with us. Finally finished dissections yesterday. Heck yeah. Congratulations. Did you post that in lesson 2? I haven't checked out the lesson 2 chat in a minute. Oh, there you are. Excellent job. Drew 2 of the textures on the wrong side. That's so real. You were so much more, and this is a good thing, you were so much more conservative than I was with your values. I like used way too much black when I did lesson 2. That was one of my biggest regrets. Less is more, right? You did an excellent job. Good stuff. Let's see. I think I was going to use halftone right here for this area. So yeah, let's start working on the eyes, which is really intimidating, but we can do it. My issue, right, is if this is halftone, then how do we separate from the ball of the eye and the bottom here? This is just for fun. Ah, gotcha. Shit's impossible. It is so difficult. Especially for someone who's like, oh yeah, I finished my 250 boxes. What's next? Auto mod. I caught it. I started drawing chainmail and one of my sausages had severe regrets. There you go. YouTuber, yeah. Don't worry. I brought it back, but I think YouTube changed their API. It usually would appear on stream, but I guess it doesn't. So, well, it's my bad. I'm scared, guys. How do we do the eye? I mean, okay, let's not freak ourselves out. What's happening? We are saying that the light source is directly hitting this eye. Is this true? No. The photons, or I mean, it could, but like I wouldn't say it's, it's turned away. We have core shadow right here, which means we're saying the light is like skipping past this and hitting in here, which I don't see as true. Why was that modded? Sausages, probably. YouTube doesn't show me why things were modded, which is a little bit stupid. I think, at least. Maybe it tells me, like, general terms. Probably not. But yeah, I don't think light is purely hitting it right here, That just doesn't seem correct. If anything, right, we're definitely going to see at least some over here. And where's our eyelids? I just realized we need eyelids, right? I mean, this was supposed to be the eyelid, I guess. And the eyelid would also be a form shadow. I'm gonna save it back up. It's only 500 megabytes. Oh gosh. My Google Drive is going to explode. Yeah, maybe we'll stick with this for now. I'm not too confident in it. The weakest part of the first version of this we did, where I was just kind of playing around with the shadows, not thinking about them too much. The eyes were the weakest part. The most difficult part for me. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm very, very happy to just sit here and chill out and work on this. Life is way too complicated. Sit down and draw, just render his furry head. Okay. So yeah, this value over here kind of hurts. So what we could do is we could do a shadow family or even an occlusion for this, right? It would technically be an occlusion shadow because the light can't seep into there. And there would be no reflected light in there. My sister. Dude. Need form shading too, right? They're spheres. Yeah, so we're adding the this is the form shadow. Because we're still getting direct light, but yeah, it's turning away. So if there was direct light in here, or like, the direct, not like, the photons are hitting at an angle, so they're dispersed a little bit more. I'd say like this. It would be something like this, right? And then we would have shadow family at the very corner over here. But that just seems really, really complicated, IMHO. So I'd rather start with this, with the halftone. And yeah, to be more specific as to what I'm doing, because what you said isn't wrong, is just form shading in this sense is, what I'm understanding. Form shading could be anything that's not a cast shadow, for my understanding. Just more specifically, you could still have shadow and light families. And inside the lights families where you get which is what I think what you're referring to directly is the halftone to shadow family. So then like this. Possibly, mayhaps, fully. I don't know. Because, light's hitting like this, so it is going to be shadow no matter what. In fact, I would argue all of this. Let's do that. Okay, here. First, I'm going to cut out the eye. Youch. We'll make good use of our I hate critter layer. Oops. Nice. You know what? While I'm in this this bout of being burned out and stuff, and this is a very burned out thing to say, but maybe I should pick up Mahjong. I do love, and once again, I'm not calling Mahjong niche, but I do love board games that aren't from where I have originated, which is many, right? So we're gonna steal this. Mahjong mentioned, yeah. Okay, we're gonna, wait. I grabbed from the wrong layer. This is gonna be from hair, no, face, head. And then we're gonna paste it. This can be RI. Learn it now on stream. You know what? During BRB, we might just do a little bit of Mahjong. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Now, and I understand it's probably 1:25 a.m. for you, so I don't want to keep you here. So don't get too hyped. I will probably do it if the stream is long enough to warrant an extra BRB. I still haven't decided how long we're streaming. But I feel like playing some Mahjong would be very, very cool to do in our BRBs. Because I've picked up games like Hikikavu, Rummikub, um, all the conventional ones. It's 12.25. Okay, and a BRB. Oh, okay, gotcha. Then maybe I'll have to come prepared for a stream. How about that? I think that would work. I'm assuming, yeah, it's not like solitaire where you're like, okay, I can pick this up and like, I can get decent with it in an hour, you know? Actually, not even that. You can learn the rules rather quickly with that. Maybe that wasn't a good time frame, but not gonna lie, drawing Reze today made me remember just, yeah, that is definitely not, animals are my safe space. It is so much less scary. I can send you a good tutorial, please. Playlist? Uh-oh. I will say though, I'm not a huge fan of games where you have to learn openers. Not that they're inherently bad or anything, but I just prefer games where, you know, uh, actually no, I am a fan of those. Never mind, I've lied. I've just lied to everybody. I just don't want to like. I don't like chess that much. One, because I'm bad at it, but two, I don't have to learn the dick fart opener to counter my friend's friggin' Sicilian nut job. Oh, right, stuff like that. Do you know how to draw plants? A little bit. I mean, that's the thing with construction is once you know how to do one thing, you can do like technically many things, right? With drawing. It's more so like, have you done it before? And I have drawn plants before, and so I'm relatively comfortable constructing them. No openers in Mahjong at all. Huge. I know I'm bothering you with Mahjong, but if you had to relate Mahjong, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, to a game that I might have played, just so I could understand conceptually what it's like, would you say there is one like that? I know these things are easily Googleable, and please tell me off if you want me to Google them on my own. I would not be offended. Similar Rummy. Oh, okay, huge. I back when I was like really into optimization stuff, I made an algorithm for attempting to solve Rummikub in like polynomial time. It's a gross one. And it was based off another dude's paper. I just used graph theory because I love graph theory. Um, but huge. Okay, I'm super into that then. These lines piss me off. So, I just realized something. Japanese mahjong, though, there are different variants, but Japanese is the most involved and interactive. Also, the most likely popular in the West. Gotcha. This should be a form shadow. What grade is this? Oops. Okay, that is form shadow. So we had form going up like this, and the rest was shadow family. We wouldn't have much opportunity there, so I do think we have to make the most of it and do something like this. This like eyebrow. No, eyebrow. Eyeball. There we go. I think my feelings about my capstone project So we didn't win anything, which is a bit disappointing. Actually, no, it's more disappointing against who we didn't win, like who won. I don't want to say anything that could get anybody in trouble, but I have opinions about who won. Not because I lost, but by virtue of I know what they did. That's all I'm gonna say. And I never what the thing we made for our capstone is a good thing. I think it's a pedagogically good, pedagogically whatever it is, thing that serves this world well, and I'm proud to have made it. I have an extreme pride for it. I think it's technically impressive. It's novel. It fulfills all those, fancy check marks, etc. But I still, weirdly enough, feel at this. I did this for, well, firstly, a grade. But I feel kind of bad because, oh, am I stupid? Oh, I drew it on the wrong layer. Damn. I am stupid. I feel kind of evil and gross and bad because I spent my time making something for the sake of the thing, and yet I still am highly disappointed by the outcome. Not, but it works and it's good. Just the outcome being we didn't win. We didn't, get the very material, thing for that. Because I think it's something that deserved a placement and etc. Once again, I'm very prideful of it. But it's something that's like very it's free, it's open source. So I feel kind of evil for wanting to get money out of it. Not actually like horrible, but it's an interesting thing to consider. Oh, here. I just I got your DM. Basics of Richie Mahjong. Mahjong. Once I watch the video, I'll learn how to pronounce it correctly. Maybe it's freaky. I don't know. Thank you very much for sending me those. I will look at those. Maybe even tonight. Let's hide the head. Mahjong Gaming. Welcome back. I'm not sure if you ever left, Bear, but welcome back in chat. I haven't seen you for a second, so. Are you doing well? I have a. I don't know why this reminded me of it. I think it's because Bear sent the go piss girl. I'm gonna go piss girl. Freaking. Safi clocked me last night, man. That was not embarrassing, but like, there are many animations that I've seen on YouTube that I'm a little bit too embarrassed to send into the Discord or to other people. And Safi was like, "Hey, Cav, I think you'll like this," and it's like 2 videos that I like a lot that I've never had the confidence to send to myself. Pretzels. Oh, you got to add. What the hell? I was going through it. I shoved a whole couple of Auntie Anne pretzels just now. Get some water. Counteract that salt intake, Bear. I'm sorry to hear you're going through it. Big respect. I'm assuming Safi's pronouns are she, her. I don't. That's just a vibe thing, though. I don't know. So I could be wrong, but man, Safi's the goat. Am I still gonna be very? Okay, closeted may not be the right word, but like, I'm not gonna send those things. Still, I'm gonna wait for someone else to clock me and then send them for me. Yeah. There's still a couple animations out there that I love, but I will not be sending into the Discord. Maybe we could have a little bit of Shadow Family at the edge of the eyeball as well. That could be gangster. Let's see if there's like reflected light, then it's definitely going to hit in here. So I think we could put some like this. This does undermine our previous work just a little bit, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Let's turn on our ink layer too. think one of the biggest things I've learned from this is to keep all my strokes very simple. Don't do too much. Don't spam them. Have some intent with what they are and where they go. I want to keep the ink here, but it is also kind of messing up my values just by seeing it, so we have to be careful. Ah. Oh shoot, yeah, it's getting the bottom of the eyeball. Also known as the eyelet. I really want this to span over. There we go. Ah. Sorry if this is spammy. Still getting used to the new pressure control. Hi. This has been a very fun side quest so far. I think I decided my next lesson 6 object. It is going to be I have one of those fruit dicer, like, you know, kitchen dicers. It dices food for you, food dicer, I guess. Um, this looks scary. And it's rather simple, but I think I learned my lesson about gauging, like, underestimating. Actually, no, just difficulty in general. Because not that I had, like, too much hubris with the tape dispenser, but I was definitely quite confident in my ability to do it. And even though I think I did an okay job, it was still quite difficult. So doing something that isn't crazy insane, we'll still learn something, you know. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of these. We're gonna push it both ways, but only a little bit this way. What's going on over there? Ah, what did I do? What did Oh, I just like clicked away, I guess. Nice. Now we're gonna pull it towards us. Ooh, that was pretty nice. I hate tilt controls so much. Maybe I went too far with that first one. Or maybe it kind of works because it's like at the bottom. Well, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's too dark at the bottom like I predicted. We could probably kind of mess with that just a little bit. Now we probably have to redo it from right there. We didn't do too much right there. Let's get some shadow in here, I guess. Thank you. Yes, this is like the first one we're gonna do. So this was like part. I was doing the actual sketch of the thing I wanted to do. I was like, what if I just draw this first? And I kind of went in, messed around, and had a lot of fun with that one. It's quite cool. Um, but yeah, it's like it was funny. I was like, draw, whatever, and like I kept flattening. It's at like a unique angle, but I kept flattening her face. So I was like, I might as well just do a portrait to figure her out. Right now, the biggest thing that I absolutely hate the biggest thing I absolutely hate looking at that image is her nose. I hate it, but I couldn't figure it out. It was rage baiting me the whole time. Um, so we'll figure that out next. Or not really. I mean that drawing's done. It's not part of the main drawing. But yeah, it was enjoyable for sure. I really liked drawing her hair, even though it came out really stringy. The initial sketches was a bit less stringy. I just kept adding to it. I was not being controlled about it. But yeah, there's probably some hotkey in Krita to like toggle a certain layer. I'm tired of going in and changing it over and over. But I'm also probably not going to change it. I don't care that much. But yeah, Bear, her name is Reze from Chainsaw Man. Um, Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I only have heard it through my friends, and they probably say her name in the movie. I just didn't pay attention. But you know, I hate to say this. I love Chainsaw Man's movie. It looks great. It's very fun. All that stuff. My friends overhyped it a little bit for me. Like I thought it was gonna be like the next biggest movie, anime movie I've ever seen. Is the best thing ever. Holy crap! And it was still quite pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's to that degree for me, which is a bit upsetting or disappointing because they love it. I just don't love it the same. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a bad idea. We're about to see. Okay, that was a bad idea. I don't like any of this actually. There's this like weird texture over here that's really bothering me. I think it's the just residual of using a much larger size of this pen. There we go. I really don't like this. Frick. There's like no depth. That's my problem with it. It just feels like this is here now. And I don't know how to fix that. We'll figure it out though. I'm not concerned. I'm already seeing a way we can do this. If we push some of the core shadow over here, it's really blurry, lacks definition, so maybe that's not the best idea. Getting the right angle or pressure control here at this angle is like impossible for me. There we go. Oof. don't want it to look like he has like an eye booger, but at the same time I want something to indicate like the bottom of the eye here. So we'll see if this works. Nope, not at all. Yikes. I really don't know what to do here to fix this. It's a very complicated region of the face. Maybe we could do this. Maybe we just push this further. I haven't heard this song by Kolo before. Oh, I forgot to try and open on another tab. He has this one of like an elephant guy running. It's amazing. I was looking at the strokes on it. I love it so much. I think this is my favorite Kolo song. Looking at Guarnitos. Oh, I love Guarnitos so much. I don't know what reminded me of this, but I was showing my friend Dora Hedoro art earlier. It's like, yeah, man, this is just like BDSM content. I was like, no, it's Kaiman, man. He's like, he's wearing a gas mask. I'm like, I know. Just like watch it. My dad just texted me. What the hell is that? Is it a tiger, bro? Oh, perfect time for him to join the stream. This is because I forgot to text my dad earlier. Oh shit. uh, said, when did you start digital stuff? A couple months ago. I picked up my drawing tablet because I was actually in the midst of this sounds so sad. I was prepping so much for technical interviews that I was practicing like drawing the problems on in Paint, you know, like writing through the problems and etc. And I was like, you know what, I might as well just try to pick up digital a little bit, see what it's about. We've lost like all value here. It's like way too consistent or inconsistent. Actually, yeah, the value's too consistent, whatever. But yeah, I did that and realized, hey, this is pretty fun. Oh, look at all that down there. MS Paint calculations to furry digital painting. I know, right? We gotta do Reze on stream so I can beat the furry allegations, man. Drawbox set me up for failure. Oh shoot, we're drawing up here now. Oops. I got so used to drawing animals, so comfortable that I hate the eye so much. Eyes suck. I hate them. Maybe I don't push the value rightwards. Maybe we just keep it where it is. Like that. There we go. Yeah, digital has been a blast. I love the iteration. It has let me explore a lot of light value a lot more. Can't believe I'm talking to my dad if he's still in the stream, like a viewer. But yeah, he texted me earlier. Maybe if he tuned into the stream earlier, he could have heard me rant about the panel. He said, "Yep." Oh, my Colo music just crapped itself. Uh-oh. Let's see how this looks. You know what? That's acceptable. It's not the best, but it's acceptable. Jinx. Soder. What kind? Wait, QR. Bear didn't say no takebacks. Steal it. It's probably too late. I wonder if jinx and like jinxing is a very American. Let me shift it overseas real quick. Is that a very American thing, or do you have that in other countries, especially like in Europe? Is that a common? Like I could imagine in Europe, slug bug probably wouldn't be as common because like, actually, I'm not sure if Volkswagen, however pronounce it, the bugs are as popular over there. We have it in both countries I lived in. Look at this guy. Both countries I lived in. Okay, you're so cool now. Huge. Okay. Jinx is just such a phenomenon. Oh, frick. This drawing is going to make me go insane. What the hell? Well, we haven't done any blending, but still, like, what the hell? Yeah, with the band. Think of punching people every time they speak after you jinx them until you let them go. I remember I've heard of versions of jinx with punching, but I'm pretty sure like probably schools have taught their children to not punch people. That was like, you know, you give them a soda instead. I swear. Anything to get an annoying like 10-year-old to not cause problems. Oh God. Apparently my family's watching the stream at the dinner table. Yeah, go change go change the channel, man. Go watch Price is Right. That's worse. That's worse than just being on like his iPad. This dark gray band right here is gonna be the death of me, guys. Maybe we could push some of the white in there and that will just create gray. Maybe. It's just smearing it upwards. Frick. Wait, I'm getting stage fright. I'm the one streaming and my parents are watching me draw this bullshit. I don't know why. It reminds me that you guys have probably seen this video. It's really hard to get through. Is this guy calling his dad? He's like, "Dad, I'm a brony." He's like, "You're a what?" "I'm a brony, Dad." "What?" "It's called clopping." Oh, that's so bad. It's so fucking bad. It's called clopping, Dad. It's a thing. That video can't be real. It really can't. I refuse. Yeah, that's bad. My dad said, "See ya." Don't f it up. See ya, Dad. Just looked it up. Please don't tell me you looked up the clopping thing. No. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah, guys, do not Google that, by the way. The call? Yes, it's kind of funny. But like what that is, please don't. It's bad. Okay, so we're kind of getting somewhere. It's rough still. Too late. You learn something new every day. See, remember how I was talking to a couple Kavel streams ago? I taught you Divi. Now clopping it. It was nasty, but why did they need a code word, bro? Every what is it called? Not fandom per se, but like subculture. Every subculture has their lingo. I learned a furry one the other week because I watched a YouTube video about the incident. I will not say it on stream because it's so nasty. Um, but yeah, it was like some Channel 5 stuff. Like I felt like I should not be privy to this information. Frick. Okay, it's really pinched right here, but do you kind of see what I'm going for? I feel like everyone should know that. I need to share it with the class, the thing I learned? Is that what you're saying? The thing that got automated. Oh, wait. Oh, no, not that. I'm going to keep that automated. I think Automod knows the word. I'm going to hide that one. Oh, wait. Bear put it too. Both of you put it at the same time. I just realized. Oh, wait. I'm screenshotting this and put it because, like, crazy. It's so much worse than that. I know that one, but this one is so much worse. Jinx. Yeah, boom. Oh, you guys are now either you owe each other a soda or neither person owes a soda. We can avoid shipping costs. Have you seen the tariffs right now? We have to beat each other up, says Bear, which got automated. Yeah, you fisticuffs. Guys, I'm getting lost in the sauce. What the hell is this? Ooh. 4 minutes remaining. We may call it early today because I'm not focused up. This might have just been a stream where we experiment with stuff. And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. I have very little shame in calling it where I think it needs to be. Yep, we're just gonna. The hand in the foreground. It's a difficult looking render, man, but you got it, no doubt. Why did I start like that? I completely overwrote all the value that was. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna call it here, everybody. We made no progress this stream. Actually, no, we made progress, but just not in the like the pixels on canvas sense. I'm not gonna take it too hard because, like I said, I'm extremely burned out. I'm like very tired. But I'm glad I just kind of got back on the horse and did all that. So we're gonna be streaming every day. You're like, Kavel, if you're burned out, why are you streaming every day? Well, that's part of the point. Is whenever I continuously do the thing and stick to it, it helps me find a sense of purpose that overwrites the burnout. K-Dog, I like that. Glad we talked about Dorohedoro BDSM gas masks and yiffing in front of my parents. Once again, thank you for joining me, everybody. Bearmug QR, TS Block, Roz, anybody else who was joining us. That's all you? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Okay, other than that, yeah, it's very consistent schedule. It's gonna get bumpy once I actually graduate, but for now, we're gonna be streaming pretty typically. So once again, thank you all. See you guys tomorrow.